Hello, everybody. It's Zach here from RealEstateLicenseWizard.com. Today, we're talking about the acceleration clause, which has to deal with mortgages. If a mortgage exists, odds are it includes an acceleration clause, but more on that later. As always, in this video, we're going to talk about the definition, how it deals with real estate, and what to remember for the real estate exam. But before we define the clause, we have to make sure we understand what a clause is. For those of you who don't know, a clause just identifies a particular section of a real estate contract. In real estate, there are many different types of clauses, and you are likely to see them on the real estate exam. So it's super important you understand them and know how to distinguish which is which. So let's define the clause we're going to be talking about today, the acceleration clause. So the acceleration clause is a contract provision that requires a borrower to repay all of an outstanding loan if upon breach of contract. So let's dig into this definition a little bit. This basically just means that if a borrower breaks any terms of their mortgage, the lender can demand an accelerated payment. In other words, rather than paying off the loan monthly over 15 to 30 months in a typical mortgage, the whole amount is due instantly. So what triggers an acceleration clause? Well, the clause actually outlines the reasons that the lender can demand loan repayment. The most common cause, of course, would be lack of paying off the loan. But there are some unconditional triggers as well, like maybe not keeping current with your home insurance, maybe not paying property taxes, or even some drastic situations failing to keep the home in a good condition. If a borrower can't pay the accelerated payment, the lender will proceed to the next step, which of course is foreclosure. Of course, conclusively, I must mention every real estate contract is different, and mortgages are no exceptions. So some acceleration clauses may be different than others. So what do you need to know for the real estate exam? Well, like other clauses, you need to remember what exactly the acceleration clause is. Question on the exam you might see is a list of different clauses, and you need to distinguish which is which. It's also important to understand what potential action may trigger an acceleration clause. So it's probably a good idea to understand how an acceleration is triggered. But yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the acceleration clause. This video is part of our Answering Real Estate Exam series, where we go over specific vocab and topics for the real estate exam. Please check out the rest of those videos so you are as prepared as possible for your big day. We also have videos in this very series where we cover other contract clauses. Ensure that you cover those and watch those as well. If you do have any other questions and comments, please leave them down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real estate exam prep action. Thank you so much for watching. As always, my name is Zachary Smigel from RealEstateLicenseWizard.com. Make today magical.